bright beauty. Every student matters.
Hello everyone, I am Surbi and today we are going to talk about one of the very important aspects in our society today, that is environment and society. So what is the relationship between environment and society? How are we as a part of the society connected to the environment? That is what we are going to talk about in today's lesson. So we do understand that we as an individual, we as human beings have a major role to play in the environment and in the environment protection. But how is our sociologist dealing with the study of environment, and what are these terminologies that are being used, and what are the other different branches that has come up in the context of environment and society is what we're going to talk about. So the first aspect that we talk about is the social ecology. Now, when you talk about what is ecology, it is the branch of biology which is to study the relationship between the living creatures and their environment. So we do understand that there are living creatures, and we do understand that in our environments there are non-living objects and non-living organisms, and not the organisms but non-living objects and entities as well. Now, when you talk about ecology, it is basically a branch of biology which is talking about the relationship between the human beings and the living creatures, not just the human beings, the living creatures, all of the living creatures and their environment. So it deals with two of these major things. One is the relationship between plants and animals among themselves. What is the relationship between plants and animals among themselves? And the relationship between plants, animals, and their physical environment. So we do talk about, it is not just a study of plants and animals among themselves. It is also a study of plants and animals and their physical environment as well. So it is the relationship that we witness, it is the relationship that we study between the living and the non-living environment. Under the influence of biology, now we have social ecology. Now, social ecology came into existence under the influence of biology, which is actually the study between the human in society and the environment. We do have the study between the human society and the environment, with the environment, and that is how we take and or that is how we describe the term social ecology. Now, this environment includes the physical environment and the biological environment as well. This is not just something that is that is talking about the biological environment, or something that is talking about the physical environment, but includes both of those aspects. Now, talking about and giving a complete definition of what is social ecology, it is a study of relationship between human society and its total environment. Now, herein environment again comprising of the physical environment and also of the biological environment. So this is what social ecology means. Now, Ogden and Nipkoff had again defined the social ecology as the study of relationships between communities and their environments. Again, communities comprises of human beings or individuals only, and that is how they have described they have described the social ecology as as a study of relationships between the society as a whole, the community as a whole, and their environment around it. Now, talking about social ecology, it is very much a branch of sociology, because we have again society involved in here, we have the societal aspects involved in here, we have communities and the relationship between the communities and the environment described out here, and hence it becomes a part of the social ecology, and hence it becomes a part of the sociology. But A lot of sociologists prefer to define social ecology as human ecology and define it as the study of relationships between man and his environment. A lot of people, many of the sociologists, they want to describe this social ecology as human ecology. They say it is to do with the human, it is to do with the study of a man and its relation to the environment, and not just the society or not just the communities in relation to the environment. Now, this means that herein every individual has a different connect with the environment. They have a different set of environment. Even if you're a part of one community, even if you're a part of one society, you do experience, you do have your own experiences with the environment, and that is why they wanted it to be called a human ecology and not a social ecology. However, when we discuss about the aspects of social ecology, we see that it has four major aspects. The first one is the population, environment, technology, and social organization. When you talk about population, however, we will be talking about it in detail. When you talk about population, it is more to do how you as the whole entity of the society, as well as, it is one of the components, it is one of the societal component, how it is in relation with the environment, and hence population and environment. Technology, because technology plays a lot important role, even when it comes to environment, or even when it comes to the population aspect. And social organization, because the whole structure, the whole relationship, the whole interchangeable aspects of these three norms are to be taken as the social organization. Now, they say that it is the social ecology is a biological component of society. It has human beings involved, it has living beings involved. So it is a biological component of the society. Population needs food, clothing, and shelter, and in order to satisfy these basic needs, the population adapts itself or exploits their physical environment. It is a relationship where the human beings or the communities are trying to adapt to certain things, adapt to certain changes, adapt to certain lifestyle, or are in turn exploiting, or rather exploiting the environment when they are not really able to come at par with it, or they are not really able to adapt to certain spheres. Not for a purpose, for this purpose, society develops technology. So, here is the role of technology. We were talking about the four components. One is the population. Here comes the population's adaptation. The second one was the environment. Here comes the exploitation of the physical environment. The third comes out to be the technology. So, for this purpose of advancement or adaptation, we develop technology. So, the technology is developed so that the people are able to adapt as well, and there is less exploitation that happens in the sphere of the physical environment as well. Now, adaptations or exploitations of the physical environment gives rise to the different types of social relationships, and hence the technological advancements further influence the social organization. The last aspect that we talked about was the social organization. So, you have adaptation and exploitation as physical aspects or of the physical environment that are given actually rise to different types of social relationships that we have, and along with the technological enhancements, it is further influencing the social organization or the social aspect of the society. Moving ahead is the concept of ecosystem. As a child, we might have, and we must have actually talked about ecosystem. What is ecosystem? How do you define ecosystem? What is the importance of ecosystem? Just brushing it back, you have the concept of ecosystem as the basic concept of ecology. Now, ecologists consider human beings, plants, animals, and physical environment as constituents of single system that is called ecosystem. So ecosystem is the where is a combination of all of these human beings, animals, plants, physical environment, all of these constitute, all of these coming in together. Ecosystems are of two types. Again, this is something that you would be knowing. Biotic, which is the living things and includes humans, animals, and plants. Abiotic, which are the non-living things, which includes land, water, air, and so on. So these are the two types of, or the rather the two components of ecosystem. Now the ecosystem exists because of the interrelationship between the different constituents. That means all of these constituents, be it biotic or be it abiotic, the relationship between these are known as this, the relationship between this is known as ecosystem. This is defined as ecosystem. It is said to be balanced if all the components are properly related. If all the components come out to be properly related and are working properly as per their requirements in the society, it is known as the ecosystem and a balanced ecosystem. But due to various factors, ecological balance is disturbed majorly because of the human intervention. We do talk about a lot of aspects which we will even be discussing about in the further like in the chapter further on. But we do talk about, global warming. We do talk about deforestation. We do talk about how we as human beings have been interfering and overly doing things and disturbing our ecosystem majorly. So this is what the whole concept of ecosystem and the social ecology is.